recently involved in the last Battle of Alberta. Just maybe speak about the Flames coming to Rogers Place tonight.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're the best team in the Western Conference, so we got to play the right way to be successful against them. And I know everyone's looking forward to the opportunity to get a chance to play them again.
I know the last time you played him, it kind of didn't go your way. What are some of the elements in your game that you guys like, that you guys hope to maybe translate into tonight?
Yeah, well, that second period, I think we had 3 breakaways against them. Obviously, those are breakaways we want back, but I think our discipline has to be better. Their top guys are good players, and you don't want them on the power play as much as they were last game. So that's one of the key points, but all in all, we just need to keep playing the way we have.
They felt Matthew Tkachuk got under the skin of your team. Do you guys feel that way?
Yeah, I'm not even going to answer that.
Expect the same type of.
What do you think?
That's why I asked.
Do you expect the same type of high octane animosity, chippiness between two Pacific Division rivals, first of all, then the whole Battle of Alberta element as well?
Yeah, for sure. I think what you said at the end, it's the Battle of Alberta. They're always high emotional games, but at the end of the day, we've been playing well. They've been playing well. Points are so crucial now. I know it's only early in the season, but 2 points is important. If we play the right way, we feel we can win this game.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. Your first experience of it and what you're looking forward to tonight.
Oh, the atmosphere was great. The only problem was that we lost the game, and today we hopefully get a different result.
What were some of the things that the team did well in that game that you guys hope to maybe bring into tonight?
I think we did many things good in that game, but we had quite a short lineup then, and I think we ran a little bit out of the gas. I think we played only with the 3 lines, and hopefully we can run with the 4 lines today and keep it up the whole 60 minutes.
The team is coming off a pretty big win against Minnesota. What's it like to see Cam getting some success at the crease just like you have?
It's great to see that he got a steal asked for last 2 wins, and it's positive.
Excellent. And what's the morale been in the room? I mean, you guys are 6-2-1 under Hitchcock's tenure. What has he done in order to allow the group to find so much success?
You know, I'm not that smart guy that I understand those tactics and all that, but for sure he has done a lot of good things for the team, and try to stay positive here in the room, and that's what we can do.
Awesome. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you.
That game encounter, did you get a sense?
Alberta, I know you're from Airdrie. What's it kind of like sitting up against maybe a team that you looked up to?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I think I grew up watching these guys, and I grew up cheering for these guys, and to be in the Battle of Alberta is pretty special. So looking forward to another game against these guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Just maybe touch on the atmosphere and maybe some of the emotions that you guys went through in the first Battle of Alberta a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a heated affair, but I think we talked about it before a game. We kind of got carried away a little bit, and maybe we took too many penalties. So it's going to be fun. We're going to battle hard, but they got a good power play, so we got to stay out of the box and play them 5-on-5.
You guys are coming off a pretty big win against Minnesota, probably the best overall team game. What's allowed you guys to find so much success?
Yeah, I think that game has been a long time coming. I think we've played a lot of good hockey lately, and maybe the goals haven't went in, but that game it did. So we're on a bit of a roll here, but we got a big divisional game against the division leader right now. So it's going to be an exciting game. We got to come out to a hot start and take full 60 minutes.
How much confidence do you guys have in your goaltenders right now? They both seem to be playing on top of their games.
Yeah, who's ever in net is playing well right now. Both goalies are playing great and keeping us in games and winning us games. So it's a nice feeling that you can put either goalie in and know that you have a real good chance to win.
Excellent. Thanks, Ty.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. It's a historic rivalry, and I think people in Alberta have been waiting a long time for it to become a competitive rivalry again, and I think that's what we have here going into tonight's game. So it's a big game for both teams. They're obviously rolling. They're first in the West, and they want to keep things rolling. And for us, we got things moving in the right track, and we want to do the same. So makes for an exciting Sunday nighter, and I know I'm pretty sure a good percentage of Alberta will be tuning in for this one.
They got some guys over there that really kind of like the, for lack of a better phrase, just be disturbers, and they take all your might sometimes not to just want to grab them, and like they have to kind of have that controlled emotion when you play these guys.
Yeah, for sure. It's I think it just comes naturally in the rivalry that you can get overexcited and over emotional at times, and you try not to let it get the best of you. And I think if you look at the last time we played them, we probably spent a little too much time in the box, retaliating and stuff like that. So, but for us, like I said, we're focused on trying to play a good complete game here and earn 2 points because of where we are in the standings, and just keep building on what we've been doing.
Well, just maybe speak about the confidence that is instilled in the group when both your goaltenders are playing the way they are.
Yeah, it's great. It's great when you know you're going to get a good effort from whoever's between the pipes. And, I think I speak for everyone. It was great to see Taubes play the way that he did the last 2 games and get 2 big wins for us. So, they've both been great, and we have confidence in whoever is the starter that night.
Are you a type of the guy that thinks when you're hitting post, they're bound to go in soon?
Yeah. You hope that they do, and you just got to stick with it. I think as a line, we've done a really good job of creating chances and creating opportunities. We finally get awarded with one as a line with Cass's goal last game, so we just got to keep doing our thing.
Thanks, Malak.
Thank you.
It doesn't suit it, not if you're going to win. You can react, but there's a different way to react. And when you play where the stakes are high, you know, Calgary's a first-place team. They're the target now for everybody. And you got to play through stuff. And some of it's nasty, some of it's hard, but you got to play through it. And not only do you have to play through it as a team, you got to play through it individually, you got to play through it as a coach. If you allow yourself to be distracted against good teams like Calgary, they're going to beat you every time. And for us, we want to play them hard. We want to play them the way we've played the last little while, but we are not going to win if we're distracted, because distraction to me leads to frustration, leads to lost energy, and we're going to need every piece of energy if we expect to beat them. Yeah, he's a good player that plays on the edge, and we just got to have a bigger edge. When we play against him, we got to have a bigger edge. And that means we got to stay in the fight longer. When it's a battle, we got to stay in the fight longer. But we can't let, he's no different than any other good aggressive player. He's a good player, but he plays on that edge, and we just got to stay right with it all the way, and not get discouraged and not get frustrated and not get where we feel like we got to react or respond all the time, because it doesn't do you any good. You're going to have to play through this. It's like when you play against good teams, and I said this before, whether it's Calgary or guess what, it's Colorado, they're not going to be a lot of fun with what happened to them last night. And then you've got Winnipeg. You got to play right to the edge against any of these teams if you expect to beat them.
How tough is that when you're an emotional player? How tough is that to kind of channel and say you got to stay on course?
It's not tough if you want to win. Not tough at all. You got to do it. The bottom line is, if you want to win the hockey game, you got to take it as close to the edge as you can and just don't fall off.
So when you were growing up with the Battle of Alberta, all those fights, guys would talk about that. How was it? Like you didn't like that sort of stuff?
I loved watching it, and I can tell you right now, what's going on in this series isn't even close to what was here before in the 80s. I mean, it was must-watch television. It was fun. Two big teams going at it. And they went to the edge and beyond, and it went into the streets, it went into the rivers, it went everywhere. So it was fun to watch, and it was fun to partake, and we've gone through that. I mean, I coached against Dallas, and it was not a lot of fun here. But if you want to go the distance, you got to take it right to the edge, and then you got to know when to pull back. And sometimes it blows over, and sometimes it keeps going. Who knows? But bottom line is, at the end of the day, you can't let it affect the way you're playing. You can take it all the way, but you can't let it affect the way you're playing. You can't get frustrated by it, and you can't get discouraged.
You know, Lucic has set a long scoring stuff. You've only seen it for about 13 games. Are you sensing open frustration from him, or do you think, does he sense he's getting close with the post the other night, or how are you seeing it?
Well, I know he cares about scoring a goal or two. I don't. I love the way he's playing. I love the way that line's playing. They have a major impact in the game. They set the tone for us. They create space and room for everybody else. I just love everything they're doing. I mean, there's some things that I want to see them do better technically, but from the way they're playing, their attitude, and the way they're doing things, I love what's going on. And the goals, they come, they go. There's lots of players like Milan who scored 30 goals that are struggling offensively, but they still got to have an impact in the game. And his impact in the game is terrific, and it has a major bearing on the way our disposition is, and we need that to never change. We cannot afford for him to get frustrated with not scoring goals. He's getting lots of chances, and a month from now or even a week from now, they're going to start going in, but he can't take away from what he's doing right now, because that line is extremely effective.
Where have you seen growth from your team since you took over as head coach?
I would say attention to detail. You know, I'm hammering hard on that stuff, but they're responding. I mean, they're buying it, and I think that's what's making us play better and better every day. Look, we know we got a ways to go. We know we got a ways to go to catch these top dogs, but I would say playing against us, we would make you nervous now because of the way we play. Not because of our talent, but the way we play. And that's what I'm impressed with, is this group is buying what we're selling, and they're buying it every day, and that's a really good thing, and that's why we're showing daily improvement. And the games like Minnesota, they're going to come and go, and maybe tonight's going to be another close, hard-fought game, but if we keep paying attention to detail and that becomes a primary focus on and off the ice, we're going to get better quick here.
Why do you think the Flames have been successful so far this season?
Well, they play to their identity. They're one of the best redlining in teams around. And to me, what they do is them and probably Winnipeg are the two teams that make you pay for puck errors. They make you pay. Their anticipation on 50-50 pucks is as good as anybody in the National Hockey League. So they sniff out when you're going to make a mistake or you're going to get careless, and they're gone. And they lead the National Hockey League in odd man rushes. And there's a reason they do that, is that their anticipation offensively is really high. And so when you're not controlling the lines on the ice or you're making puck errors in critical ice areas, they make you pay for it. And that's what smart teams do. I love the way, I mean, to me, I know I had to drill it down to about 8 or 10 clips, but I had 30 clips in the third period of the way we need to play for each other. And we did some of those things, and I was really happy with the way we did that. And to me, that's growth. That's growth. When you got a lead and it's more than one goal, it's hard to keep players' attention, but we did a lot of things, and we took a 4-2 hockey game and made it a 7-2 hockey game because of the way we played for each other. That's a really good stepping stone that I can draw back on time after time and show them what it looks like and feels like. And we did a lot of that stuff in the third period, which was a good sign.
What's the difference in Jujar's game now compared to when you first got here?
He plays with more tempo. He's not trying. There's more stride and less glide in his game. And when you play with hard stride, you're able to play north-south much easier instead of east-west. And he's not a defined passer anymore. He's able to attack the net, shoot the puck, put it on the net, follow it to the net, because he's in stride mode, not glide mode. Too many times the lines on the ice were an obstacle to his game. As soon as he crossed one, he'd start gliding, and now they're not. The blue lines aren't an obstacle for him, and now he's an attack player, and that's what we like. He's a down-low attack player, and he's very, very good at it. He's one of the best puck protection guys we got on our team, but you need the puck in that area to keep it, and he's starting to do that stuff.
Ken, sorry, just ask you one. I know you spent a little bit of time with Bob Cole this morning. He's the 50th sort of anniversary of his time on Hockey Night in Canada and other shows. I wonder maybe if you remember when you first met him and a little bit of what he's meant to you.
Well, it's not so much when I first met him, Gene. It's when we spent, during the 04 World Cup, we spent every day together. And we had we still laugh about it. We had some very unique experiences because when the World Cup was in Montreal and Toronto, there was a cultural fest that was going on in both cities. The film festival was in Toronto, and Bob and I got caught a few times in the middle of the film fest, and it became very funny episodes, and we still laugh about it. So that's the time that we spent. We spent every day together for 11 days. And we had the time of our lives, and we had a lot of off days during that competition, and we got stuck in some rather unique and interesting days off that ended up being very funny and hilarious, and like I said, we still laugh about it.